when a business feels that they're stuck, when they feel like they're spending a lot of time day to day working in the business, they're not giving themselves time to work on the business. When you feel that you should be at a certain amount of revenue, or you wanted to be at a certain size and you're not, and you can't put your finger on why, that's where you might want to consider getting some help. I can help a business at any point within the business. It just seems that a lot of clients come to me somewhere between 3 years and 10 years, and they figured out what they don't know, and they're looking for a little bit of help. As business owners, for most of us, running a business is probably going to be one of the hardest things that you ever do. And there are a lot of different balls that business owners juggle, whether it's sales, whether it's management, whether it's marketing, leadership, people development. And so I bring some clarity to those different aspects of the business. You're not going to be great at all of them. I can come in and I can help you with those other things that you want to be able to do better, along with focus, along with time management, and along with accountability. Businesses have a lot of different issues. Again, running a business is can be difficult. It can be hard. A lot of times it has to do with work-life balance. It has to do with marketing, sales, people management, leadership, operations. Again, a lot of these different things, we may be good at some of them, but typically we're not good at all of them. So we may need a coach, we may need a mentor, we may need someone to help us with those things. And so I work with business owners, managers, CEOs to strategically manage the balls and better get rid of some of the hats that they're all wearing, and really cut through some of that and help with operations and delegation and execution. Well, my very first client came to me, and he was stuck, had started the business, been in the business 5 years, wanted to get to a certain place in his business, couldn't figure out why, couldn't figure out how. I started working with him. He wanted to grow the business. Within 2 months, we grew the business by 20%. One of his other goals was to be able to hire an assistant. Within the first 8 months, we were able to get him an assistant. And then within 12 months, he was able to hire another employee. And so for him, that business growth, the 20% and bringing in more employees, was the win for him. The win for me were the conversations that we had. In the beginning, it was, I want to get to a certain place. I'm not sure how to get there. As we started having more conversations, as we got down the road, he said, "Hey, Mike, I'm thinking about moving my business. And so I know I want to move into a different geography. It's going to cost me a little more money, but I think I'll get more visibility. I think it'll be great for my brand. And so I know it's going to cost more. I figured out how much it's going to cost. I know that I'm going to need to grow incremental revenue. So I figured out what my incremental revenue should be. I've thought about what that revenue is going to look like in average number of clients. So I know how many additional clients I'm going to need. I know how much revenue I'm going to need. I'm looking at my budget. And so when I hit those numbers, I'll know that that's when I'll be able to move." Those are the kind of conversations I want to have with clients, going from I'm not sure where I need to go to having strategic conversations around revenue, around hiring of employees, around growing the business and being able to get to a place where I can do, or where they can do the things that they need to do. So for him, it was the growth and it was the employees. But for me, that conversation around the strategy of the business was like hitting a home run. It was like scoring a touchdown. It was like getting that three-pointer at the end of the game for me. Make sure you love it. It's not to say that you can't run a business that you don't love, but it's a lot more fun, and you can put a lot more passion into it when you enjoy it. So make sure you love it. It's typically going to be a lot to get started and get running, but stick with it. Leverage the resources that are around you. There are lots of resources. Obviously, there are people like me. There's a Small Business Administration. There's the Department of Economic Development. And so there's a lot of resources that can help you with your business. And it's going to be tougher than you think. It's going to take a lot longer than you think. And it's probably going to take a lot more money than you think. But the last thing I would say is don't give up. If you truly have a passion for it and you want to make it work, don't give up on it.